Yo, welcome back. What day is it? I think it's day 17. I think it's day 17. Day 17, perfect. Alright, so it's 5:35 p.m., 21st of November. Um, Great day today so far. Got a lot done. So, I woke up around 8. I had quite a good sleep actually. So, I was feeling quite well rested, amazing. I woke up, I instantly started doing some agency work to set up my campaign. So I have my VSL set up, I have my actual ad campaign set up, ready to launch. So whenever I'm ready, I can start. I just press start and it will go start thing. I did that from 8:30 till 10. I was gonna have my training with the Egyptian appointment setter at 10, and I was gonna do that for an hour, but he was having some issues with joining, so it got pushed back to like 10:30, 10:40. Um, so I didn't. From 10 o'clock, I was just sitting, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have breakfast now, so I don't waste time. So I went and had breakfast. Um, I had like some chicken mince and some eggs. Quite good, nutritious. Finished that. Came back, hopped on the training with him. I ran him through high level, what to do, how to do it, how to use the sub account, book an appointment, text messages. I need to also create a power dial for him. I think I've already created it. I just need to touch up a few things so that way it's super easy for him to just go in, click start, and go through the leads. I did that for around 30 to 40 minutes. I also ran him through some scripts, gave him some resources, the same script that I want to use, the framework. So he's going to be training on that, and I'll have a role play with him tomorrow at 12. So I've scheduled that in with him. After that, I had a quick call with the real estate company that I'm working with. Um, I didn't do any campaign setup for them. I just sort of clarified what it is that I actually needed to do. So I had a quick meeting with him, and that was supposed to run from like 11:30 till 12. But I think by that time it was around 12. I had a bit of a break, and then around 1 or something around then, I went to the gym. Today was chest day, quite good. I wanted to push a bit heavy today. I pushed myself. So I was doing like incline dumbbell press. I got like 35 kilos for 7 reps. For my top set, which is great. Um, yeah, I do. I always forget to. One of the bad things that I don't do is actually track my lifts, so that way I can't progressively overload as effectively. But I know I was stuck around 32.5s and 35s. I just had a mental block from getting to 32.5 to 35s. It's just because I don't usually have anyone help me with lift off, because it's really important, especially for the first rep, because you can end up using a lot of your energy on just that first rep and not actually maximize how many reps you get out. So, now I know I can just comfortably do 37s for my top set straight away without, warming up and going from like 30 to 35. I'm just going to straight away start with 35s. I did some chest, I did some dips as well today. Now that I've slowly started incorporating them, and they work really well. I was just about to finish my thing, and I did see a few friends from work actually turn up as well. So I talked to them for like around 10 minutes. Didn't hang around too long though. I did a bit of abs. I'm slowly starting to implement abs into like each and every session now, because I've never trained abs, and I know that my core isn't that strong, and I think that sort of affects all my other compound lifts like bench. Not that I do deadlifts or squats or anything, but just any variant of bench or even just like rows, I can feel my core and me shaking a lot. So I think they're worth doing. So I did a bit of abs at the end. I usually do like weighted crunches with that machine. It works out really good. I did it yesterday, and now my abs are quite a bit sore. Did a few lower ab movements as well. Finished that off. Came back home, and then I had some food. I cooked some chicken teriyaki that I just defrosted over last night, and the one that I had frozen earlier this week. So I had that, just straight up chicken, and I had just a protein shake. What I've also found recently, I would usually double scoop protein with skim milk, but what I found is I don't think that's like the best thing to do when you're like cutting, because you use a lot of your calories, and you do get your protein, but I think it's better off just getting most of your protein from like whole foods, from like chicken and stuff, because like I feel a lot fuller, and also like I don't know if this sounds weird, but like when you do like let out gas, right, and especially after eating more whole food protein, you can you can smell it or you can feel it when you go to the bathroom. And honestly, I do kind of like that sensation or that feeling, because then I've been getting enough protein. But when I do have like more protein shakes, I don't really get that sort of sensation. So I'm just gonna stick to 1 scoop plus skim milk. I think that's good, like quite good. That's like 30 grams of protein and like 300 calories, which isn't too bad. So I'll have one of those a day. I still need to have dinner, but I did track my weight progress. So yeah, over the past month, I'm down 2.1 kilos, which is perfect. This is exactly where I want to be at, because my goal was to do 0.5, lose 0.5 each week. So that's equates to 2 kilos over the month. So I'm on track. That means I am on a deficit, and I have been tracking as consistently as I possibly can. So yeah, that's good. This was a photo that I took earlier today. You know what? I might actually do a little gym progress update video. Maybe today actually. Yeah. You know what? I might take a shower, freshen up a little, because it's quite hot. I feel a bit groggy. I've been doing work for the past couple of hours sitting down. But most importantly, I got back home. I ate, and then I started doing some real estate work. I did that for like almost 1.5, almost 2 hours. And also this morning I sent out an email to one of my past clients that I sort of left on quite good terms with, and I told him, look, I'm gonna do this pay-per-patient offer. It's literally the easiest offer to say yes to. I'm almost working for free, but honestly, I'm not looking for money right now. I said, right, the offer that I sent him, hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna pull it up. I can't find it. I said $30. We take the deposit, so it's a $30 per patient, per show, performance based. Only pay. We take the deposit. So when we collect the $30 in deposit, we take that. You keep the rest, whatever money they spend, and upsell packages. You keep all of that. We don't take anything. A flexible ad spend, however much you want to spend on the ad spend, you can. And there's just a $250 setup fee. I said in the email campaign. Actually, let me pull up the campaign. I think I wrote it quite well. Like, it was quite straightforward, direct, and like, I'm not saying I'm some copywriting guru, because it was the easiest to yes, right? So I said, hey, Dr. Oz, it's been a while. How have you been? The past 6 months have been a bit tough, so now I had to put the agency on hold due to some personal family reasons. But I'm back in it now and ready to build it up again. My apologies for the lack of response and communication. I'm just reaching out to a few past clients that may possibly still be interested in an offer I've created specifically for you guys, where my team will run your ads, book in the leads, and collect deposits on a pay-per-patient basis. These are the details. We take the deposit fee, you keep the rest. $30 is the deposit fee, which is subtracted from the total treatment. Unlimited ad spend and patience. $250 one-time setup fee, pay-per-patient, no hidden fees or lock-in contracts. If you're interested, we can hop on a call, figure something out, but it's only for a few past clients. As I'm sure you can see, you guys are getting a great deal, and we're essentially working for free. Warm regards. Alright, so that's what I said to him. He sent me a message back this evening, right? He's like, hi Prav, great to hear from you. I have to tell you that we missed you. When I read that, I was like, holy crap, right? He was like, we're still surviving with the ad you did for us. And I know that because I saw his ads, and like, these are the ads I created for him. We keep it working, and it's still giving us some leads, less quality, but still some traction. I was contacted by, and this is the guy this is my wrongdoing, and this was my fuck up. So I'm actually going to talk about it now. So what happened is, I had an appointment set up from the beginning of my agency. This guy has been stuck around with me from the start. And so I was like I've always been really fair with like my salary as well. Let me just preface it with that. So I'm not going to say like I was underpaying him like crazy. He was making quite good. Like, each month he was getting around $800-900, and not even working like full time. Like, I would say 3-4 hours a day, 800-900 Australian dollars in Philippines. Like, that's quite a good income working online. Not a super task intensive. That's quite good. And I was always very fair. When he asked for a raise, I gave him a raise. When he asked for more bonus or different things, I worked it out with him. And he was a great guy in return. He always took the initiative, right? And that's what I always looked for. And he was great. He always stuck with me. I hired a few different here, there, and there. They were all crap. And he told me from the beginning, like, he would pick up on things that if I made mistakes, right? When I went through that phase where I couldn't look at my agency anymore, things were just going crazy down, and I just wanted out. I didn't pay his salary, right? Because I couldn't. I wasn't making any money from the clients. I still had so many fees left to pay, right? I had no money coming in. All the money was going out. I couldn't pay it, right? So I completely ghosted him, right? And that was my fuck up. I understand that. And I knew it at that time as well. And I was ashamed. Um, I would just keep telling myself, like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? I'm literally 18 years old. What the fuck do I think I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. And so I completely ghosted him. And he kept sending me messages. And he never, like, bad mouthed me or anything. He was just like, look, I'm really concerned for you because I completely ghosted. I didn't even contact any of my clients. So for all he knew, I might have been dead. But we had a chat. Actually, we didn't have a chat. But Dr. Oz, the guy that my client, he messaged me and he said that appointment setter, after I had ghosted him, his name is Paulo, he contacted him and is still working with them and making all their calls and bookings. So I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, Dr. Oz says, I'm 100% interested in taking your offer. As mentioned in the past, if you remember, I want to direct the clinic more to cellulite treatments, but I found it very difficult for all the agencies to get me clients for that. So let me know what would be the approach. I'm very happy to have a call with you tomorrow. Friday is my best day and I would really like to get this started as soon as possible. Choose Osvaldo. So what I got from that is, it put me in a bit of a sticky situation, right, at first, because I was really happy that he wants to keep working, but because I also have this Egyptian guy, appointment setter, who I really want to give a shot just because of his accent, because of his demeanor, and his, like, I think he's very, very solid, right, and I know my previous appointment setter was also very, very solid. I wasn't planning on contacting him again because I just didn't have that, like, I couldn't now afford to pay him back, and I was also quite ashamed. But I was like, you know what, I just need to fucking do it. So I contacted my appointment setter from the Filipino guy. I said, look, I'm sorry, da 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 da. Can you send me your previous salary that I had due? Let's book a meeting for tomorrow. Let's have a chat and catch up. And he was like, really great to hear from you. This was just like an hour ago. And so I owe him like $850. So I'm gonna send him. I said, look, I can only do it in split payment. I'll send you half now. I'll send you half sometime next week. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So what I'm planning to do, right, is because I'm in a situation where if I don't bring, it's kind of slack if I don't bring him back on with him knowing that I'm continuing the same thing, because he is always good to me, but also don't want to leave this appointments at an Egyptian guy just thing, because I think, like, I'm very convinced in his abilities. So what I'm going to do, and as far as I know, he's only working with this one client of mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my Filipino appointment setter keep working with Dr. Roz. I will run their ads and I will create all the funnels and I will do high level. My appointment setter, from the appointment setter can call from my CRM and do the same things that he was doing in the past. Dr. Oz, the client, can continue paying that Filipino guy. He won't come through me, but he will still be a live client of mine, right? So that way, from now on, I'm just gonna have the Egyptian guy, train him with the leads that I get from using him as a case study. Because now when I, hop on these calls and start running ads and start doing cold calls and say, hey, do you have any live clients? I can show them on the demo, like, look, I'm working with Dr. Oz, da 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 da, show them results, right? But I'm going to have the Egyptian guy call up the leads. I'm going to tell Tupi that, look, I know you're great and I want to get you back on my team. I literally just don't have enough clients for it right now. I have this other guy who I really want to give a shot, because I think he's great. I know you're still amazing, and I know that, and I'm really impressed that you're continuing to do what you're doing. Just give me like a month or two. Let me get a few clients. Let me just slowly start build a few things up. Let me train him as well, so that way when we have more clients as well, it'll be easier for me to adjust as well. So just give me a few months, let me close a few clients, train up this guy, and then I'll get you back on my team, and we can sort something out, maybe like split shifts or here and there. So that's the plan. And so I've booked a meeting with the Filipino guy tomorrow around 3 p.m. I have a training with the Egyptian guy at 12 p.m. I'm now going to book a meeting with Dr. Osvaldo maybe around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., sometime around then, to keep it all succinct. So that's that. I've pretty much set up all these stuff for real estate company as well. It's almost 6 p.m. Right now I'm going to just spend a little time on YouTube as well, because it doesn't feel like a work to me. It's actually quite fun and refreshing. So I'm gonna maybe make a new video as well. So yeah, that's an update for today. Things are looking great. Things are looking good. Things are looking on the up, right? And yeah, yeah.